Dom from Light and Easy is here, and we're going to be making a delicious pilaf. I like the sound of this.
Yeah, Justine, not to mention with a side dish of curried prawns. Now, a bit retro. When was the last time you had curried prawns?
Actually, not that long ago, because I love anything retro. I'm up for it.
I've got a couple of little twists in here that's going to incorporate a lot more vegetables and some fruits, somewhere where you're not really going to expect either.
Ooh, sounds great.
All right, so look, first of all, what I'm going to do is get the pilaf started with the rice.
Okay.
So we've already rinsed the rice out with a little bit of water and just drained that.
What
Make
type
sure
of
you
rice
get,
is that?
just a basmati or a jasmine rice is fine. The old measuring the rice trick, so just put your finger in the rice, sitting on top of the rice, and just fill up the pot just till that first little knuckle, and that's all you need. And then pop the lid on. We're going to just bring that to a boil and then simmer that until most of the water is gone.
Yeah, I love that trick. It's a never fail trick.
It's a never fail, yeah, nice and easy. Now, while that's cooking away, I'm going to get you to dice an onion for me for our curry sauce.
We've got half an onion here because it's a giant onion.
It's
Look
a
at this.
giant onion. Now, this is a recipe for 4 people. Now, this is one of Light and Easy's new My Choice meals.
Fantastic.
Specially designed for older Australians. So it's more high in protein. It's a smaller size, but perfect for really anyone to enjoy.
Yep. That's one strong onion. I'm crying, Dom.
You never get used to onions, I tell you what.
do.
So look, a little bit of olive oil in our pan. Now, if you'd like to pop your onion into the pan. So this is for the curry sauce for our curried prawns.
Okay.
We're just going to saute the onions until they soften.
Okay.
So that will only be a few minutes. Now, while this is happening, I've got lots of jobs for you. We've got lots of jobs in this recipe.
Put me to work.
We've got a zucchini and capsicum that I'd like you to do a fine dice on.
Can do.
So this is going into our pilaf. And it's great to have a variety or rainbow selection of vegetables, which means that you're getting more nutrients in every meal. We're using zucchini and capsicum, but you can swap that out for any other vegetables that you really like.
That's what I love about these recipes. There's an injection of extra vegetables, so every little step is thought of to get as much nutrients in there as possible.
Yeah, look, Justine, exactly. And look, under 10% of Australians get the suggested 5 servings of vegetables a day. So these recipes at Light and Easy have, you know, a great way of incorporating more vegetables into each meal so that with each meal, you know, you're guaranteed you're getting all your vegetables. Now, look, I'm really happy with these onions. I'm going to throw in our curry powder.
Okay. And that curry powder is quite mild, so it's not overpowering.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great one to have in the pantry, you know, just for everyday cooking. Yep. So into the onions and curry powder, I've just got a little bit of water we're going to add in. Okay. Now, Justine, this is something that you probably wouldn't expect. We've got some tinned apples that we're going to throw in.
Right.
So, again, serving of apples, which is fantastic, great for health, vitamin C and for fibre. Mm-hmm.
And they're already par-cooked, so it's not going to take long at all.
No, not at all. And then we've got just a little bit of brown sugar. So the other thing about adding the apples means that you don't need to add in as much sugar either because you've got that lovely natural sweetness from the apples. So Justine, the base of our curry sauce is ready. I'm going to get you to blend this now until it's really nice and smooth and a lovely puree. Yep. We're going to return this back to the pan and continue with our curry.
Sounds great.
So Justine, this, as you can see, the sauce is now bubbling. It smells delicious and I love the apples. It just gives it that lovely sweetness with the curry.
Yep.
Okay, so to finish off our sauce, I'm going to get you to make like a little slurry, which is corn flour and water. If you can mix those two together for me. This is going to help just to thicken the sauce a little bit more because we are going to add in our milk and cream and a little bit of vinegar, which I'm going to get you to do as well.
Okay, so cream first.
Yeah, a little bit of cream. So this is great, really fantastic for calcium and protein. And as I mentioned, that this is one of the new My Choice meals. So for elderly people, they do need a little bit more protein. So this is why we've got the extra cream, the milk and the prawns. Prawns are really high in protein, which helps to build muscle mass. As we get older, Justine, which we are, you really need to think about incorporating a little bit more protein in your diet.
Yeah.
So just give this a lovely stir through.
In with our corn flour mixture.
Yeah. And then we can go in with the prawns as well.
And prawns, I don't know, I associate with a special occasion, but it's nice that we can have this as a midweek dinner.
Exactly, yeah.
There we go.
Any time of the day. So pop those in. And I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper as well. That doesn't take long at all.
And you don't want to overcook your prawns. It's the worst thing you could do.
It should only take about 5 to 6 minutes, and you'll really see that the prawns will just start to turn that lovely hue of pink, and then we'll know that they're ready to go.
Great.
So we can finish our pilaf. Our rice is done, as you can see. So that is perfect.
Yep.
And now what we need to do is we're going to add in our zucchini and capsicum. There's enough heat, Justine, in the pot just to kind of cook those vegetables until they're that lovely al dente, so you don't really want them overcooked.
Yep.
Now we've got some great chickpeas, which are fantastic for, again, fibre, iron, and of course chickpeas are fabulous to have in your pantry. Always have tins of legumes in your pantry. And some currants just to add a little bit of sweetness as well. So great for just that tiny bit of sweetness without having to add any more sugar. So we've really got almost kind of 2 serves of fruit with the apples and the currants.
Look at that.
That looks delicious.
It's a happy dish right there. Rice, not just plain boring rice.
Lovely, Just. The rice is ready. We're going to leave a little spoon in there.
And these prawns, they're ready. They've curled up. They're slightly firm, just right.
Yeah, perfect, Justine. Now, look, while I am just going to finish this off, can you chop some parsley and coriander for me? We're going to use that as a little garnish.
Would love to.
Now, Justine, if you can't find these ingredients or you're cooking for yourself, you don't have time, you can actually have this version of the light and easy meal in your freezer, and it can be ready in as easy as 6 minutes.
It's very convenient.
So very convenient.
Absolutely.
I'm actually going to start serving.
Fluffy rice.
Fluffy rice. A little bit on the side.
That's great. And some
Look
prawns.
at our beautiful curried prawns. So if you're making this for yourself, you can always, this is a great recipe that you can freeze.
Yeah.
Either freeze it together or freeze it separately and have it any time.
Yep, I think that's a pretty generous serving right there. And a little sprinkling of parsley and coriander.
Beautiful.
Oh, looks great.
Delicious.
Have a taste.
Yeah, let's have a try.
Going straight into the
Lovely.
prawns.
Go on.
And the
I just
Pilaf.
love this sauce.
That would be my first choice for sure.
Look, it was a bit of a vintage retro favourite, given that light and easy twist.
Sounds great.